Winter Garden's a really special place. It's a dynamic community that's really changed a lot over the years. It's a place filled with people and families looking to connect and belong. But the most important reason why it's a special place is Grace has a thriving campus here. See, we're a growing group of people committed to Grace's mission of helping people take their next step towards Christ. See, Grace has always been made up of people that are kind and loving and generous. So generous, in fact, that when we launched the Good Initiative last year, so many of you jumped on immediately and took steps of generosity far beyond what we were expecting. One of the goals of the Good Initiative is to fully staff our Winter Garden campus. And one of the big needs was a Grace Kids director. Now, when we hired our Next Steps pastor, Matt, last fall, he brought with him someone who has a ton of experience working in family ministry, his wife, Amanda. And as a direct result of your generosity, we were able to hire her for this role. See, God's plan is perfect. Now, I want you to hear from the Sanders family and how God is helping them take their next step.
It's really become clear to us now that God was orchestrating our move to Grace for a long time, for exactly this time. When we came to Grace, it was an answer to prayer. We were so excited. But really, for me, when we came to Grace, it meant that I was leaving a job in ministry that I loved. And I had no idea that when we were sitting there listening to the first message in the Good Initiative, that I would be part of it. It was really God orchestrating all of this. I really had no idea that I'd be stepping into another role so soon. And by me stepping in, this really allows other staff members to focus on other needs that are going on at our campus.
That was kind of pink.
What makes our community unique is how family-oriented it is, how many families there are, young kids. And the key to continuing to reach and serve Winter Garden is going to be providing a place for families to get connected, to find community, and to find belonging.
I can see that God is already at work here. And it's a privilege to be able to step in and help kids at Winter Garden take their first steps toward Christ. And I think it's also really important for volunteers to understand that they're making a difference. And I think it's so important for this generation of kids to grow up and learn about God, to be able to go out into the world and teach others about Him. So I'm super thankful for the generosity of the Grace family and the support from all the campuses so that I can step in and do what I love to do and make a big difference for Grace kids in Winter Garden.
You have no idea how excited I am to have Amanda join our staff. See, already we're experiencing growth at Grace Winter Garden like we've never seen before. We're seeing so many people find sanctuary and hope and healing. And I think it's only the beginning. Your generosity's already provided this next step for our campus. I can't wait to see how God provides across all of Grace. And if we stay faithful to what God's called us to, then we're going to see more people take their next step towards Christ than ever before.